History reports. The Access Plus software communicates with all the system controllers and extracts any transactions that occur. This includes such transactions as access granted, access denied, and any alarm messages. You can see the latest and the last 500 events in the live event window here. Here transactions appear as they happen. Also, if the software operator makes any changes to the system, they will be logged here as well. If the software is turned off, each controller can store up to 12,500 transactions. When the software is turned on, the software will automatically communicate with each controller and retrieve any new transactions. As transactions are read by the software, they are also deleted from the controllers. Every read transaction is saved to the Access Plus database on the PC or cloud depending on your software choice. History reports can be used to retrieve any specific transaction from the very first day the system was installed. The system also generates a few automatic system reports. Go to Setup, Users, and Edit a User. If you edit a user, you will see the last 20 transactions for the user. Go to Devices, Doors, Edit a Door. You will see the last 20 transaction at that door. To generate a report, go to the menu Reports, History. There are 5 main options for reports. To start, define the time period for the report. You can select the start and end date to cover the period you want. Start time and end time can also be entered in a 24-hour format. For our test report, we will have it go from yesterday until today, from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Next is Users section. Here you can change if you want to see the access granted, access denied. If you want to choose a specific user to look at, or a card/PIN number. You can change being able to see access granted or denied by checking or unchecking the appropriate box. If you want to look at a specific user, click the drop-down and either find them in the list of users, or type their name. If there is no user associated with the card, you can type the card number into the card number box and the report will focus on that card during the reported period. You can also generate a report for a specific company by generating a data field. Data fields are set up in the user screen. In the report that we are generating, we will look at all users to include ones that have had access granted as well as denied. Continuing down, you will see the Doors/Floors section. This section allows reports to define the locations of the transactions. This is helpful for larger sites. Run the report of all access points, or just a specific access point. Exit request transactions. Exit requests are things like using a button to open a door so people can leave. Time zone changes that happen during the period for report. These would be things like doors opening and closing automatically at specified times. For this example, we will look at all locations and all doors. Below Doors and Floors, you will find the Area section. These settings allow you to generate reports on when alarms have occurred, if any areas have had an abnormal status, when areas have been armed and disarmed, and a specific hour to generate the report on. To generate a report for an area, you need to have checked one of the boxes, either alarms, abnormal, or arming/disarming. Otherwise it will not work. We are not going to generate a report on an area or areas, so we will leave the boxes unchecked. Finally, we reach the final section of the History Reports menu, Special Reports. Here you will find operator actions that will allow you to generate a report based actions taken by operators such as adding users or adjusting settings. Other, that shows all other transactions that are not covered by other settings. FBT report will show how often people use a specific door. You need to select the door from the Doors/Floors section for this to work. Time and attendance. This will show what time users arrive and leave each day and calculate the total time the user was on site. Show inactive users. This will generate a report on who has not had access in a specified time. As we are creating a general report, we will not be checking any of these features. Now that we have all our settings to what we want, click OK. This will generate the report. Looking at the report screen, you will see the settings at the top left, the time at the top left, and the number of transactions that are in the report. Going through from left to right, you have the date column that will show when the transaction happened. Next to the date is who, that will show what user or card triggered the transaction. Third is where, which shows what access point the transaction happened at. Finally, transaction that will tell you what the event was. For this report, it will be either granted or denied. If you click on any of the columns, you will sort the report by that column. So, if you click date, it will sort it by the date. You can also save the file as a CSV file, which you can then open with programs like Excel. You are able to send the report by email to a specified email address. Something else you can do is automatically generate a report and have it sent by email. This concludes the Access Plus video tutorial about generating history reports. We hope it has been a big help. Thank you for watching.